alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here.
Do you see how horrible that is, what he's doing to her? Charles Perry does that to me every day, all day long. Okay, so things are different, though. He doesn't just stalk, he's trafficking people. This morning they got recorded talking about getting me a passport. Tonight he was recorded again. Please take her car away. Please take her car away tonight. Please take her car away tonight. Please take her car. Oh my God. He'll type in my phone. Hi, how are you feeling? Who's telling on me? Is it Al? Is it your family? Is it your kids? Is it Renee? Is it Jim? Who's telling on me? Dude, I'll never help you. There's no fucking way I'll ever help you. You'd think you'd like to get caught as much as you go at me. First of all, do not type in my phone at all. You've been told over and over and over, get the fuck out of my phone. Hacking is a very serious crime. It's a violation of my privacy. Get the fuck out of my phone. Do not again tell me, hi, how are you feeling? This is not a relationship. This is criminal victim. And that's that. You're the criminal. You're hacking me. You're trying to talk to me. You're stalking me. It's a felony. All of that is. Peeping. You're a fucking little pathetic peeping Tom. It's rape. It's vulgar. It's obscene. When you guys started doing this shit to me, you started getting caught. Do not again tell me hi. Fuck you. Do not again ask me how I'm feeling. Fuck you. Do not contact me or my family again. Do not contact me or my family again. Do not contact me, Mr. Perry, ever again. Do not contact me or my family ever again. You don't have any way at all to legally get me a passport. The forgeries that you use are illegal. Cease and desist immediately. You sick son of a bitch. You do not have my permission to use a document which I didn't sign it. I've not even seen it. Anybody that thinks I've seen it, bring me your copy and watch that bitch watch him shit himself. Do not ask my family again to try to talk me into doing something everybody knows I don't want to do. I'm not going to do it. Fuck you. You get caught when you do the crime to me. Never before has that happened. And you guys fucktards act like you have no fucking idea what that means. We don't even know what to say. So if you think about it, the McNamara email was 2015. Kids that were born in 2015 are very close to going to junior high school now. I have sat and typed up everything you guys say for that long. We had stuff before that, but that's not for you. You don't get to know that until your criminal trial. That's why we're getting all this, Mr. Perry, so that there's a criminal trial and you go to jail and you can never violate a woman again the way that you violate me, and rape and impose and force and coerce and all the shit you do, and rob. You guys take my steak and give me your little canned food. Today, guess how much they let me make at DoorDash? $16. They let me make $16 all day long. So when we quote you, that means you pissed off people with a lot of power. That got me the McNamara email, Mr. Perry, and the whole conversation about jurisdiction today. And that you have Huntington's disease and you're a cuckoo bird, Looney Tune, with delusion, paranoia, hallucinations, psychosis, and impaired cognitive reasoning. Cause and effect. When you do the crime to me, the effect of that is directly, you get caught. You get caught. Nothing else has happened. There's never going to be a date. I'm not going to be trafficked. You're trying to kidnap me. Don't contact my family again. So we hear today they're telling one of my relatives, we need you to go talk her into being trafficked and murdered against her will. Tell her this, tell her that. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. You stupid son of a bitch. You're wasting everybody's time with us all having to repeat ourselves for you. You need to get a nurse to help you remember what we've already said over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And one of those things is I said no. It is illegal to hack. It is illegal to peep. It is illegal to stalk. It is illegal to sell people. Human trafficking is a very serious crime. You got caught when you started doing it to me. Coercion, witness tampering, obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, perjury after perjury after perjury after perjury after perjury after perjury. Everybody's sick of you. We get the information and nobody will help you with that. I'll never help you. You have a lot of fucking nerve to even ask me. A lot of nerve. Every day, all day long. Ask me, who is it, this guy? Is it that guy? First of all, I'm not told who your leaks are. Second of all, you got a lot of nerve to even ask. You got a lot of nerve to, how dare you? After what you've done to me, how dare you? Don't contact me anymore. What the guys told you in March 2020 is her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. Stop raping her. I have the reasonable expectation of privacy, the legal right to privacy. You don't have the right to invade it. But in Bertha, you're not wanted, you're not loved, you're rejected and told on and told on and told on and told on. You don't take her money. You don't contact her or her family. Leave them alone. Why are you always in Oklahoma? Why are you? Explain that. Why, Mr. Perry, are you always in Oklahoma? Where's the political vendetta? What's the issue? Where's the evidence of it? Tell us, please. Prove it. Where's the political vendetta you imagined? There's not one. You don't matter politically. You fucking don't matter. So we find out he has Huntington's disease. Does your other victims have that? What about Muffin Man? Your other victims know your little sick, weird little code words that they got, that you're sitting around talking about a passport before you actually get the passport? Huh? I know. I heard it this morning. When you do the crime to me, you get rejected and caught. Rejected and caught. Rejected every day. Anybody else have a McNamara email or a Fabian puzzle? You don't. You don't even have a Fabian. So when you do the crime to me, that's the cause. The effect of that, the direct result of that is you get caught. When you take my money, the direct result of that is you get caught. When you peep and invade my privacy, they invade yours. They got a court order. You got a weirdo problem you have no power over. You're just like him.
More because you stalked me. That's why
No,
I
don't. Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
What
I don't ever
happens-
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave
happened
me
was
alone.
that-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't.
About
Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore.
I don't feel anything for you but deep disgust. I have done my best to get away from you and have no conflict. No communications, no conflict. You are forcing yourself not just on me, but on everybody, and we're all tired of it. So we find out you have Huntington's disease. We find out you've sold me to some guy in Houston. You're desperate to deliver, and I said no. Now, don't make me repeat myself again. Listen to this.
I don't. Stop.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave
You
me
can
alone.
all you want.
I don't want.
It's highly irritating when a woman has to say no more than once. It's illegal to traffic people. And you're caught when you did it to me. What other victim can say that? Before? What other victim has heard you guys sitting on your fat weirdo asses talking about getting a passport? Or driver's license? Or having me pulled over? Taking my car? Taking my belongings? Getting me kicked out? We have all of that. Hundreds of thousands of recordings of you that I heard and typed up in emails beforehand, not after. Do you not understand before and after, same, different cause and effect? Is your Huntington's disease eating up your brain that bad you can't even do daycare shit? Stop embarrassing everybody with your weirdo problem. You creep me out. You creep everybody out. You're forcing that on us. Why are you in Oklahoma? Why are you in Oklahoma? Why in the fuck are you in Oklahoma? Produce a schedule. I moved twice to never have to hear what you think again. To never have to hear how you feel again. To never have to hear how I feel entitled to take and rape and rob and kill. And we're all just supposed to be okay with it. We're not. It's different when you do it to me. You get caught. There's a high level of irritation for not just me, but everybody else, when we got to say the same thing for you over and over and over and over, and you still don't get it. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. We can get information at the snap of a finger. Like your somebody's conversation about jurisdiction. You got Huntington's disease. You're trying to get me a passport. You want them to take my car tonight. It's 12:30, by the way, on the 6th of June. It's just turned June 6th, 2023. So on the 5th, at about, 6, 7 o'clock, please take our car away tonight. Please take our car away tonight. Please take our car away tonight. And you do that every fucking day. You do it every day. Go mind your own business. Why are you in Oklahoma? Produce a schedule. See, I moved twice to not have to ever no contact ever again. I didn't move one time. I moved town. I moved from Lubbock to Dallas area. And then you went at me there and you butt in between me and somebody that I wanted to date, Fabian. And then, and got, in my family, harassed my family. Even then. Right? And then I moved to a whole nother state. I went home to be with my family. And everybody's pissed at you right now. Why isn't she with her family? So you want my family to tell me your words. And I know that. And they know I know that. What I said to my family is, here's the thing, guys. I love you, and I'm sorry he's bothering you. I'm really sorry he's bothering you. Don't say his words. Don't. Right now, it's safer if you don't come see me at all. When it's safe, I'll come see you. I don't want to hear his words coming out of your mouth. And we already heard them talking about doing that repeatedly. Can't you get Corky or Craig to tell her to get... Can't you get her son to tell her to go ahead and be trafficked? Over and over and over, you're caught. I found out before. When you contact me, invade my privacy, and take my money, we get more. Every day. You're posing a threat. You stop it. Stop. This idiot is commenting on her clothes. Nobody asked you what you think about her clothes. She asked him to leave her alone. And you do the same thing. Leave me alone. Get off me, rapist. Stay the fuck away from me. Hi, how are you feeling? Oh my God, wow. Is it your mom? Who's telling on me? You got a lot of nerve to fucking ask me that. I'm not told who your leaks are. And fuck you that you would even ask me that. You have blown people's lives up in a state where you don't live, and nobody invited you to come here. Blown them up. There's a cop sitting in jail that you tried to murder. And when he didn't die, you framed him. We hate you for that. You took everything I own after I moved twice to not have any contact with you at all. No conflict, nothing. And we hate you for that. You're butting into relationships. You're butting into jobs. You're taking my money, and we hate you for that. We don't forgive you. You've not even asked. Saying you're sorry doesn't mean a fucking thing. Shove that up your ass. You're sorry you got caught. And that's it, not for what you did. If you were sorry for what you did, you would make amends, make it right, and get out. And never bother me again. You'd stop. Otherwise, they're just words, just more lies. Charles Perry will look you in the eye and lie to you about the color of your hair and not think twice about it. If he'll lie in court, he'll lie anywhere to anybody. Where's Jacqueline when you'd bother me? Who's Sam? We heard Sam and Jackie fought, had a disagreement. Who's Sam? How do I know that name?
For this, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay.
Okay, so you have now tried to use my son, my kids, my cousin, and my uncle. How do you even know them? See, you're the stalker. I moved here to get away from you. I did not introduce you to my family. There's no way I would take you around my family. There's no way. You're dangerous. I never introduced you to my family. How do you know them? Never do that again. I don't want them to come around me and say your words. When it's safe, I'll go to them. I've tried to stay away from them because you go and tell them all the horrible stuff you're going to do to me, and then you accuse them of leaking and do things like, I'll call the EPA and ruin their business because they might be leaking. I sat them down and told them the horrible things I'm doing to their loved one. You don't get to do that. I heard all about it. I heard about the EPA. I heard the EPA guys say you'd be hard pressed to find a body shop that didn't have some sort of infraction. So yeah, I think I can do that. Did you actually call the EPA on them? If you did, you better fix it. You don't have a choice. We heard you talking about it. You better fucking fix it. What police department has those recordings? You don't. Nobody will help you. You horrify everybody. You absolutely horrify everybody. So nobody will tell you that. You've called all over the place, haven't you? Nobody will tell you fuck. You don't matter. I do. You're stepping on power toes. Nobody's done this before. Somebody was yelling and screaming. How does she know who the Muffin Man is? Well, I thought this was supposed to be resolved Friday. I thought they were going to put her in jail Friday and make her lie. And then tuck her away somewhere where she can't talk anymore. Right? He was pissed. You're caught when you do it to me. I hear it. 40 cops hear it. One shrink hears it. A judge hears it. The judge who grants investigatory orders. 12 reporters, 3 not in this country. And it's never up to you. We've always controlled the flow of information since 2015 that you know of. The kids that were born in 2015 are getting pretty close to junior high now. So how many recordings have we all heard? Yeah. You're in a lot of trouble. We're getting that information for court to build a criminal case against you so that you're in jail and you don't bother anybody ever again. You don't get to tell me to be quiet. It's not up to you, is it? I have a job to do. I'm doing it, and I'm very good at it. You're obstructing justice. Again. You're obstructing justice again, and you're putting people's lives in danger still. You don't have the right to do that. You leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everything the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Charles, leave everybody the fuck alone. Nobody invited you here. I didn't introduce you to my family. There's no way I would have taken you around my family. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Why do you like bothering people? Why do you get off on bothering everybody? Don't you have a life? Just some little pathetic, bizarre bore that goes around tormenting everybody and then goes and jacks off after everybody's mad? We've heard that's your thing, that you actually got like a sexual problem with it. Sadism, some kind of sexual dysfunction with just pissing everybody off all day. Your guys and ours. And that you just get some sort of weird thrill. Deal with that with a counselor. You have money, go to a doctor. Stay the fuck away from me and my family. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. How many times do I have to repeat myself?
That's okay. I don't care.
I don't.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. when they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
All right, this guy has wrecked my car 5 times in 3 years. Tonight, take your car away. See, women are easier to traffic if they have nothing, no belongings, no family relationships, no system of support, no personal documents like a driver's license. They ruin your finances. I mean, you're just doing what traffickers do, Charles. You're not bait, dumb fuck. You're not bait. You repulse everybody. I can get information at the snap of a finger before you do it. You're stepping on some powerful toes. And you're stupid. And you act like you don't understand what I just said. You're stupid. We found out you have Huntington's disease because you're stepping on some powerful toes, Mr. Perry. We found out you trafficked me before you trafficked me because you're stepping on some powerful toes, Mr. Perry. We found out you want to get a passport for me this morning. You were talking about it because you're stepping on powerful toes, Mr. Perry. We found out you want to use my family to coerce me and try to say your words. And you tried to do it to Fabian too, and he wouldn't help you. You offered him $15,000 and he said, yeah, no. And then you upped it to 20 and he said no. And then he upped it to 25 and he said no. And I told you he will not help you. Watch. He won't help you. And he did he? Coax her here to Texas, would you? Fabian, we'll give you some money just to coax her to Texas, would you? Nope. No, I don't think so. Now, we heard that you told him to then come up, after that didn't work, then come up here and have him try to act like, he just didn't like me or something, reject me up here. And he agreed to that. I'll go up to Oklahoma where she's safe and they won't kill her. Then I can tell her whatever the hell I want to tell her. But I'm not going to have her come to Texas where they'll kill her. Right? And get away with it. Okay, so he wouldn't help you. We found out before. Okay? Because you're pissing off people with a lot of power. You're stepping on powerful toes when you go at me. Everything has changed. Nothing is the same for you people. It's completely different when you do it to me. Because when you do it to me, you're stepping on powerful toes. And you're pissing off the wrong people. And even your own guys, when he pesters her and takes her money, we see things happen we've not seen before. Things don't go well for us. She always finds out before, and then we got to nix the plan. Or she'll change her plans, and then it just doesn't work. It goes bust. We want her pulled over. So we're using her DoorDash app to get her to go down this street where we got a cop. She won't go down that street. She goes down a different street. We've heard you talking about it. Okay? So, you're stepping on powerful toes, bitch. You're a pathetic nobody. You don't matter, I do. I told you guys in 2016 when I first got back and Mr. Perry was going at it again. I'm going to have you put it back in jail. I'm going to have you put back in jail. In fact, he was recorded telling Fabian, I'm going to have her put back in jail. She won't get out this time unless she's with me. You need to give up. Not your place to say, is it? And you know what? When we found out you said that, was it up to you? Oh, it was not. We control the flow of information. We always have. The first you know of was the McNamara email of 2015, Mr. Perry. The kids that were born that same year are about to hit junior high. Yeah, it's not up to you. You don't matter. I matter. I'm the victim of crime. I matter. You're the offender. You don't. Everybody's sick and tired of you. We can get it at the snap of a finger. Things you have not seen before. We have your code words. Papa John's, Pin the Tail on the Donkey, Hansel and Gretel, Ratatouille, Rapunzel, Rumpelstiltskin. Papa John's means to make delivery of a trafficking victim to the buyer. Muffin Man is a nickname of somebody within your organization. Should we say who that person is publicly? Hansel and Gretel is coax the victim somewhere where they're going to get hurt, like having Fabian coax me to Texas. You tried my ex-husband. That didn't work. I'm telling him, I can't go to Texas. They'll kill me. So what, you thought you would use Fabian? He didn't know? Of course he knows. And he knows that I know that whatever words come out of his mouth would be your words, not his. You think we're all stupid. No, you're stupid. We're not. How do you live in a world where everybody's smart and you're not? And they're just thinking circles around you? Right? Rumpelstiltskin is, get the ID. Get the real name. Get the ID. Right? Guess my name. Ratatouille is get her to go to dinner so I can get information, like maybe something off her car. Get her plates or something. Tag number. Have her pulled over. Then let's check her insurance. Let's check this. Let's check that, right? Who owns the car? Lucky complained about it. How many different times do we need to say this? You're caught on the pullovers. You're caught on it. You can't know where I'm going to go because I don't put it on Facebook. Some of these people put shit on Facebook. If they, they breathe. They put, I breathe right now. It's on Facebook. I got to go to the laundry. I'm going to work. I'm going to my neighbors. I'm going to do the gardening now. And you're just like, oh my God. You don't have to put everything you do on Facebook. But I don't even hardly go on Facebook. So I sure shit don't tell anybody what I'm doing. So there's no way that you could know when I leave my home and when I come back, or when I'm going anywhere, or when I'm door dashing, or when I'm at the club, or without stalking and hacking and voyeurism. There's no way you could know. Go to the gym, wherever it is I'm going, you can't possibly know without it illegal means, right? Always illegal shit with you, and you think you matter. So we said in 2015, when we started first quoting every fucking thing you say, and you're terrorizing me constantly, and you start asking that, who's helping you? Before my false arrest that you threatened, David asked me, who's helping you? How do you always find out before? I'll tell you who your real parents are if you'll tell me that. First of all, as far as I know, my real parents are Lynn and Kathy Hall. If they're not, I really don't give a shit. I'm not 6 years old. The only reason it mattered, if it wasn't them, is when Tristan was, before he turned 18, and maybe I go back to court to get custody of my son. When you guys, would you guys buy Drunk Deborah? You guys buy Drunk Deborah? And, yeah, she's not on the bench anymore. DUIs and shit. So I could go prove fraud, that they lied. After he hits 18, it doesn't matter to me anymore. So I lean into David's ear. It's the last thing I said to him. Face to face. Go fuck yourself. And I turned around and walked off. I don't care, and I'm not going to help you. If you knew the animosity growing against you and the resentment growing against you, you wouldn't show your face again. You wouldn't show your face again. I'm quoting you guys all day, every day, and I have since McNamara email. And you were told then, this is rope-a-dope. They're going to get you nice and tired. You go at me, you get caught. You go at me, you get caught. You go at me, you get caught. It's been that way every day since 2015 that you know of. Every day, you have a meeting, you plan some crime to me, and you get caught, and we're typing up an email. You plan some crime to me, and you get caught, and we're typing up an email. You plan some crime against me, you get caught, you're typing up an email. Rope-a-dope. So that when they come in and land the final punch, you're too damn tired to fight back. That's it. Down for the count. You won't be able to get up. And I told you that. And you're doing it anyway. You're doing it anyway. We're like, wow, this is so easy, it's not even fair. Right? They want to get you all at the same time, so it takes long. But after 10 years, don't you think he's probably just about done? Could be any day now, we hope. They're getting pressure to hurry the fuck up. Everybody's sick of you. Just sick and tired of you. So I've told my family, I would appreciate it if you don't say his words, and we already know that's what you're being asked to do. And I'm going to make the decision for you and say, yeah, don't do that. It's not safe right now for you to even come talk to me. When it is safe, I'll come talk to you. Then that way we'll all know it's safe. I don't want to hear Charles Perry's words coming out of my family's mouth. Even one more time, and he's already done it more than once. So, I don't want to hear Charles Perry's words coming out of Fabian's mouth, and that's why he won't help you. He knows, I already know that's what's going on. He knows that I already know that you would make him say your words, and that I would know that and be pissed about it. He knows he's not going to trick me into anything. He knows that I know you're trying to make him say your words. We all know. Okay, is everybody duly note that for the record? Mr. Perry's trying to use Fabian and my family and my kids and my cousin and my uncle to say his words. They're his words, not their words. Charles, I've known them since I'm born. My family is some of the best people you could ever meet in your entire life. There's no way they would go along with this willingly. I told you to leave my family the fuck alone. When you mess with my family, when you mess with me, when you mess with Paul, Ben, and Wes, you pissing off some powerful people. You're stepping on powerful toes. And that's why you get caught. Like you have never been caught in your entire life. Name one other victim that has the information I have. Name one. Name one other victim that knows your code words. Pin the tail on the donkey is the false arrest. You think I'm the only one he's done that to? Nope, he's done it to me and Mike Nealey. Mike Nealey is a cop. Mr. Perry, cops are smart. They can look at his case and go, yeah, he didn't do it. There's no way. That poor guy. People have empathy. They're not psychotic sadists like you. We can't even begin to understand the way you guys think. Can't do it. You guys think up shit normal people couldn't think up if they tried. We don't even understand you. They got a whole study called criminology to study people like you. Why in the fuck would anyone do that? Why in the fuck would anyone act like that? Do you know somebody said, every time I can honestly say that every time I've talked to Charles Perry, it's like talking to a 10-year-old bratty little kid who got a hold of some porn and won't turn loose of it. You're trying to argue with him, put your porn down and go to school. And he won't do it. It's definitely not like talking to a grown man, and for sure not like talking to an elected official. I've never talked to the guy where I felt like I was talking to a grown man or an elected official. It's always like talking to a 10-year-old brat who got porn and can't tear himself away. Just, it's pathetic. He said, it is too weird. It makes me uncomfortable. I'd imagine it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. It may not make everybody uncomfortable, but it makes pretty much almost everybody uncomfortable. You're an imposition and a burden everybody wants off of us, like a cancer. You're like a cancer. So the way something is with cancer is you can feel a lump or something and go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, you got cancer. We got to start treatment. And you can act like it's not there. I'm going to pretend it's not there. I'm not going to get treatment. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to be part of the problem, not part of the solution, and just pretend it's not there. But that doesn't stop the cancer. The cancer is going to continue to grow and continue to kill good cells until that body is dead. There's a death. And that's you. And it doesn't matter who you buy off to look the other way. The body is dying. You're a cancer. You're killing it. The body's dying. We can all see that. Okay, so just because you bought somebody to look the other way doesn't mean everyone else can't see it very clearly, Mr. Perry. We have no problem getting information at the snap of a finger. Don't complain you asked for it. Please take our car away. We need to get Cindy a passport and get her out of the country so we can shut her up. We need to get her out. We can't let her go back to that club. She's catching our crime. We're running prostitution and drugs out of that club, using Paul's property and utilities and his employees, making a profit. And I know, as when I left, he had no idea. He had no fucking idea. And you know why? I didn't say anything to him at the time. How the hell does he prove that? What the hell is he supposed to do? He's not a cop. He cannot go get a subpoena or a warrant or send an undercover in. He's very limited on what he can do. He can confront you. Now he's got a conflict he does not need. So sometimes it's better for him to have plausible deniability, and he just didn't know. So I didn't tell him. Because I'm sitting there going, I can see what's going on here, and I can tell the guys that are helping me that are cops. I can even tell Mike Reed. But if I tell Paul, what's he going to do? What the hell is he supposed to do? How do you prove that somebody paid for prostitution with XYZ girl, and those guys come in and pay for the prostitution by throwing it on stage, and now it's stage money? You can tell this girl's making 1,000 to 5 every night. Not the same guy. It's not like it's our regular. It's different guys. And it goes home with them, and she's doing whatever they're paying for. Nobody makes 1,000 to 5 every night, consistently. Different guys all the time. Nobody does that. The money's being laundered, immediately laundered. And the club owner can't do a fuck about that. He can go in and ask her about it, and she'll go, I don't know what you're talking about. How's he prove that? So I didn't go in and tell him. I did tell him about somebody else who had left the club. Not about the girls that are there now. The girl that left the club was drug trafficking. They were paying for drugs doing that. She got arrested. She went to drug court. She's doing a hell of a lot better now. In order to stay off the shit, she had to leave the state. So, she left the state so she could stay off drugs. She got off the drugs from drug court. The best thing that happened to that girl was getting arrested. Now, I know that she didn't like it, but she'll tell you that was the best thing that ever happened to me, or she did at the time. She goes, I got off the shit. I'm trying to stay off the shit, and I may have to leave. It's not really good for me to be here, and I want to stay off the shit that I was on. So her personality completely changed. This person would, one minute she'd come up and hug you, and the next minute she's ready to beat the fuck out of you. And no reason at all. Just the drugs fucked her up like that. After she got off the drugs, very pleasant to be around, very even-tempered, very reasonable, cool person to hang out with. So, and I didn't hang out with her outside the club, but inside the club, she was cool to hang out with. Anyways, so I'm catching that stuff. I don't go to the boss and tell him, here's a problem you can't do a damn thing about. I went to my guys with it, and I'm making sure everybody knows I didn't go to the owner with it, because I don't know what the hell he's supposed to do. He's going to go, he can go ask her, are you doing this? And she's going to say no, and he has no way to prove it. He's not a cop, so he can't get a subpoena for a cell phone or something. He can't go send an undercover in to watch or pretend to be a customer, and I want to buy sex, and I'll throw the money on stage and whatever the fuck. He can't do all that. He's very limited on what he can do. I know. My cops know. We've made sure Mike Reed knows. TPD knows. They all listen to these, don't they? Because you're looking for, I gotta find a way to make it look like she's harassing me when I go to the state where she lives and won't leave. And everybody thinks you're a nutbag. The guy said when I use third person, by the way, I'm clearly quoting somebody else. Cynthia left Lubbock because Charles Perry was harassing the hell out of her. And she went home to her family in another state, Oklahoma. Why, if he's being harassed in Oklahoma, why is he there? Why not go home to his family way over in Lubbock, Texas? I think he's full of shit. What it looks like to me is he's in Oklahoma harassing the hell out of her, and then she gets a recording like Pinto, text like Dave, are you giving me arsenic? Are you trying to kill me? Yeah. He admitted it in a text. And Mickey James, maybe it's worth the risk to kill you, even if it looks like the whole Gary Condit, Chandra Levy thing. Actually texted me that. I signed an NDA. I've been watching behind the scenes. I don't know this guy from Adam. I'm going to take your car. I wrecked my car 5 times in 3 years. Right at the wheel. Killing cops and shit in Oklahoma. Listen, when you kill a cop, that does something in a lot of other cops. I don't know what the hell's going on with TPD. I don't know. What I know is you don't give a police report right to the offender, TPD, so that they can then obstruct justice, destroy evidence, and then go on to kill a cop. And Mr. Perry doesn't have a political vendetta. There's no evidence of a political argument between us. There's a hell of a lot of texts and emails and Facebook messages going back to 2011 about stalking. Not part of his legislative duties, is it? No, it's not. Are you unclear, Mr. Perry, with Huntington's disease that causes impaired cognitive reasoning, psychosis, hallucinations, delusion, diagnosed nutbag, Looney Tune, cuckoo bird? Is it unclear to you what your legislative duties are or what state you legislate in? Are you unable to identify that crap? I mean, get it off me. Whatever it is you have, get it the fuck off me. Go home to your family. If you're being harassed in Oklahoma, go home to your family. Okay? Do not contact me again. I fucking hate it. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask you what you think. Moved twice to not to have to hear what you think. We're all sick of you. Very, 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 very sick of you. Living like this is
That's okay.
Stop stalking me, please.
It's fucking insane.
I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happened?
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happened?
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes. and
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happened?
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes. and I'll
No,
leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happened?
want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What-
Please. This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't
get
give a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
Is
a
that
whole
a
fucking
threat?
army.
You're gonna
I don't give
find
a
out.
fuck.
This make you feel?
Huh?
You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
You want?
I got
I
scratches.
can show you the.
Yeah. Has no fucking idea what she just said. How does it make you feel to have a camera in your face, you asshole? You want me to go get the pictures of you? You want me to go get the pictures of you? Oh my god. Wow, you completely missed what she just said. She's trying to make a point. Do you like having somebody have a camera in your face like this? And instead of getting her point, do you want me to go get the pictures of you? I'm taking pictures of you. Oh my god, wow. Impaired cognitive reasoning. Mr. Perry, you're not loved, you're not wanted, you're told on. I don't like you. I feel nothing for you but deep disgust. You make me want to vomit. You make me sick at my stomach all the time. Terrorizing and terrorizing and terrorizing and terrorizing and terrorizing, and everybody's sick of you. And all of a sudden, when you started doing the crime to me, you stepped on some powerful toes, and you're getting caught. And you got nothing else but that. There's not going to be a date. I'm not in love with you. You make my skin crawl. You're rejected. For a decade, for God's sake. And told on, and told on, and told on, and told on. And everybody hates you, and they're tired of you putting everybody through this.
This make you leave me alone. Stop following me.
cops.
Stop. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal.
So he jams it up if he doesn't like what they're saying. This is what a hacker does. This is what I'll be trying to do homework and he does this crap.
Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God bless
happened?
you, but
What
please leave
happened?
me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop
that.
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave
happened?
me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me
You
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me
You
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
You're disgusting. You're garbage. You heard 2 men say it. You think they're the only 2 that think that of you? When you force yourself on a woman that doesn't like you? So, what ends up happening is, we find out about this beforehand, not after. And you got somebody pissed off about it. Did she have a vacuum cleaner? No, y'all stole it. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I have a video that we we put out that talks about human traffickers go so far as to hire a witch. There's his name, Geppetto. And they cast spells on you to try to make you change your mind. And we heard that Mr. Perry was told she has her mind made up, both on her religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs, and not being trafficked. And so when I do this to her, it's going to piss her off. It's not going to make her like you. It's not going to make her change her mind what it's going to do is make her mad. But if you're that dumb, I'll take your money and laugh all the way to the bank. So what problems has that solved for you? Huh? So we get all this. We find out you want to get my passport using forged documents, and you don't have consent to do that, and you will cease and desist today. You don't use those documents one more time. We're not married. We're nothing. Mr. Perry, your delusion is off the rails. It is embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. You signed a paper, and that's all you did. There's nothing there. It's a forgery. It's a criminal act. And I found out about it. I've not seen the document. Lucky asked me about it. Lucky Miller. The cop you killed. Okay? If you didn't kill him, get Michael out of jail. Anybody can look at it and go, well, he didn't do it. You back the blue, don't you? Produce a schedule as to why you're in Oklahoma all the time. What are you doing here? Nobody invited you here. Why are you talking to my family? I didn't introduce you to my family. I never would have taken you around my family. So why in the fuck are you talking to them? Trying to make them say your words to me. Huh? I'm telling them right now, don't talk to me to my face because you're going to say his words to me, and I get that. I already know. It's not going to do anything. It's going to piss me off. Not at you, at him for bothering you. Okay? So, wait until I come to you, because then you'll know it's safe. Right now, it's really not. Not for me and not for you. Okay? Family? Mr. Perry is in a lot of trouble. It's just that he's a fucktard and doesn't get that. Even though we're quoting him every day, and he's asking me how I found out. Who's your leaks? Who's your leaks? But he's not putting it together in his head, because he's got Huntington's disease and it makes him crazy, or loony toony, or mentally slow, or whatever. Still, it's not my problem, is it? So it's being imposed upon me against my will. You're forcing it on people in a state where you don't live. Nobody invited you here. You're not wanted here. That's why we get that information at the snap of a finger. And nobody will tell you who, how, what. Nobody will help you. Everybody's sick of you. Why can't you get that? So, shit. Now I lost my train of thought. We have all this because Mr. Perry contacts me, we get more. Mr. Perry rapes me, with his little voyeur cameras, we get more. Oh, Lucky asked me, did you sign a marriage license? The signature doesn't look like yours. No. Why the hell would I do that? He's using it to get financial information because to traffic someone, their finances need to be shit. And believe me, Mr. Perry types it in my phone. You have bills. I made you broke. I'm going to starve you till you lie. You have bills. I made you broke. Right, but here's what's happening with that, you dumb fuck. You're getting caught. You're paying for it. In a whole different way that you've never had to pay for before. You're so stupid. You act like that's something to brag about. It's not. We got all this because you did that. Making me broke. See this? This is dated August 2019. It's not legal, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. And here you are tonight, still at it. Please take her car away tonight. Please take her car. We got it. You got caught. You paid for it in a way you haven't had to before. That's the McNamara email I was talking about. He's trying to false arrest me and coerce me. Nothing's changed. You're still at it. This was dated October 29, 2015. How did I get that? You don't even know what it means that I have that. You're stupid. It's embarrassing to me. This is a big deal that I have this. The kids that were born that year are about to hit junior high, sir. How many more did we get since then? You're not all there. Yeah, it's embarrassing, Mr. Perry. We got one victim in Tulsa. We got to get her back to Texas where we could do more to her. See this? That's what it says. We have one in Tulsa. We've been trying to get out for well over a year. We need her back in Texas. We can do a whole lot more if she's in Texas to hurt her. This was March 2021, I believe. We heard that meeting. When you contact me, when you take my money, you pay for it with this. You bought us intel that we're going to use to put you in jail. So you can't do that to people anymore. No more terrorizing. You're not all there. You're not getting what's happening here, are you? Are you? Okay, so there's more. Okay, this is Mike Nealey. Point out for me the marks on Mike Nealey that looks like he was in a fight at all. This guy is accused of murdering Chief Miller, his boss. Manford Police Chief Miller, his boss, by a drunken brawl beatdown. And oddly, he was found drugged, unconscious, in respiratory distress and dying. He was given Narcan to save his life. He was about to die. Somehow, he got an opioid overdose. Nobody's explained how that happened still. And has not a mark on him. Chief Miller died of blunt force trauma to the head, internal decapitation, and strangulation. While Mike is drugged and unconscious, about to die, he did all that. Internal decapitation, the medical examiner said Chief Miller was hit back and forth so hard, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like he was in a car crash. That much force. And it caused his skull to become detached from the whole rest of his body, and it killed him dead. 6 days before that happened, they took a car vandalism report. Nobody was named on it. I don't know who did it. I do have a stalker. We're in court right now. I sued the shit out of them. One of them that I sued has his employee's dynamic shot, David Robertson, staying 3 doors down. How the hell did they know I was here? If they're not stalking, they shouldn't know where I am. They shouldn't know my family. And yet you do. Today, somebody said they didn't win in court. I sued them 3 times. 3 times they held ex parte hearings where I wasn't there. They did not win on merit. They had a backroom deal where she wasn't there. We don't even know what he said. No telling. There is no telling. Couldn't have been the truth. And had everything dismissed. So 11 times I've asked a judge in those lawsuits, either by way of a protective order request in the lawsuit, or a flat out protective order, or an injunctive order. You know, it could occur, it's likely to occur again. I've suffered an injury when this person said or did this to me at this place. It could occur again, it's likely to occur again. And it did. And there should have been an immediate hearing. And there wasn't. And that pissed off people with power who can tell me Mike was drugged because I said it before anybody else said it. They hadn't taken depositions yet of first responders when I said it in January 2020 to the Florida State's Attorney in an email. And then again in March 2020. I said it before. When you contact me, when you cause me financial loss or any kind of loss at all, I lose an eyelash because of you. You step on some powerful toes. And then you're seeing things happen you've not seen before. You're paying for it, dumbass. In ways you hadn't before, ever. And then I find out you want to get a passport. And kidnap me. And take my car. And Mike was drugged. And you've told everybody who will listen, I'm going to starve her till she lies. So she's telling the truth now. Or you wouldn't need to do that, would you? Yeah, you're pathetic. You think you could get a date with me? You are off your nut. Off your nut crazy. Batshit crazy as they get. There's no way. You're not good enough. You don't even get close. I don't go out with men who peep. I don't go out with men who have no manners and no respect and no dignity and no class. And they cross boundaries and act like a little pathetic 10-year-old who got porn and can't tear himself away from it. I'm attracted to men who are working very hard and trying to find a way to make people's lives good And you try to find a way to ruin people. That's all you do all damn day. Lie for me. Lie for me. Please lie for me. Who's telling on me? You're broke. I made you broke. Who's telling? Is it your mom? Oh my God. Just like Neil, except he's typing it into my phone and he'll jam the phone up. Hi, how are you feeling? Like beating the fuck out of you up. That's how I feel. I'll feel a lot better when you're gone. Okay? That's my answer every day. So he's like, point out for me the mark that looks like he was in a fight. At all. Much less one where he beat the other guy to death. There's an IV needle in his right hand. So, the police report, see? The arrest report says the probable cause that we have, Judge, to arrest this man for murdering by beatdown and knocking somebody's head clean off their body is that he's got a red swollen right hand. Wow, okay. This is my child. He was in a fight. Somebody hit him 3 times in Las Vegas, Nevada on his birthday. And then everybody walked away and went home. Look at his face. You can tell he was in a fight. He looks like he was in a fight. Mike had an injury to his lip and his nose in a second event because the Hotel John guy came in, picked him up off Lucky, and threw him face first into the floor. Busted his nose and his lip. Whole different event. Otherwise, the only thing on him for probable cause to arrest him for murder, for beating somebody to death, is a red swollen right hand. That, by the way, had an IV in it, which made it red and swollen. Now, watch this.
Now, the Florida State Attorney's Office has released interrogation video of the former Manford police officer suspected of killing Manford Police Chief Lucky Miller.
The interview with Mike Nealey was done just hours after deputies say Miller died in a Florida hotel room. New at 5, News on 6's Amy Slanchik has the video along with the newly released crime scene photos. Amy?
Craig and Lori, just a few minutes after Nealey has read his Miranda rights, he asks investigators, who is dead? During the interview, former Manford police officer Mike Nealey repeatedly asks for clarity about whether his boss, Chief Lucky Miller, is dead.
Lucky's dead. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir, he's dead.
The two were staying in this hotel room in Pensacola, Florida for police training.
I would like to know what happened, because I'm telling you, I don't have any memory of any of this, and I'm shocked that Lucky's dead. I mean, it's shocking.
Investigators then tell Nealey about noise complaints from other hotel guests and that a hotel security guard walked in to find Miller on the ground between the bed and the wall. They tell Nealey...
Okay, did you see the very small confined space where they found Chief Miller, and Mike was on top of him? Very, very small confined space. Lucky was laying face up, nice and neat. You don't have a drunken brawl when you're beat to death and fall nice and neat in between some very small space.
He was sitting on...
I'm shocked that Lucky's dead. I mean, it's shocking.
Investigators then tell Nealey about noise complaints from other hotel guests and that a hotel security guard walked in to find...
See that? You fall slumped up against the wall. He was laying flat on his back, face up. Right there in a very small... You can't even hit somebody in that little confined space. We didn't say that. Somebody else said that. You can't get a good hit off, a good punch off in that kind of space. You can't do it. So he was hit somewhere else, and somebody pulled him back and placed him there. Michael was found on top of him with his ass in Chief Miller's face. So his attorney goes, oh yeah, he did it. He was just drunk and he fell on him. And with his ass, caused internal decapitation, took his head off his body with his ass while he's asleep, drunk. Strangulation and blunt force trauma to the head. And it was so bad, it was like a car crash with his ass while he's asleep. My guy's like, you need to text that guy because he's about to say some stuff in court that doesn't even make sense. I mean, it's not even possible, much less plausible. So I texted him like, I want to testify. He didn't do it. I know he didn't do it. So They didn't let me testify. I filed a motion to intervene to get my testimony on the docket, and I'm trying to get before the judge, and there should have been a hearing to see if I had standing, and there was not one. Again, we have 3 lawsuits where I sue Mr. Perry. There's no trial. You didn't win on merit. You didn't win shit. You bought a judge, and everybody knows it, and everybody hates you for it, and you're paying for it every time we find out what you're going to do before you do it. You're paying for the shit you're doing right now. And we're just getting started. You haven't been arrested. You're not at trial yet. Okay? We're just getting started. This is rope-a-dope, bitch. They're going to get you nice and tired. So when they land the final punch, you're too tired to get up. Do you understand? I told you that years ago. Are you just not all there, or what's your deal? We quote you every day, all day long. Snap of a finger, I can get it. Nobody will tell you who it is or how. How does the information get? You always, well, I think it was illegal. Okay, here, you've been told more than once. I've heard it. Here's what we have to prove it's illegal. First, tell us how she got it. How did it get from you to her? Because she's not here. Do you see her in the room? No. So how is it getting from you to her? She's not in the room. And until you can tell us how the information gets from you to her, there's no way to know whether it's legal or not. Figure that out, then come back to me. Aren't you told that? Because you go around whining like you're the victim. You make people want to hit you. You're not a victim. Get out of my life. Get the fuck out of my life. Get out of it. Do you understand? You don't have a choice. As much as we quote you, why do you think you have a choice? Nobody understands why the fuck you think that. You're delusional. The mental illness that you have, it's like, the guy's like, it's like I'm talking to a 10-year-old who found some porn and you can't tear it away from him. 10-year-old brat. Spoiled, rotten little brat. Didn't get spanked enough as a kid. But it's never like I'm talking to a grown-ass man, and for sure not an elected official. It's too weird. It's very uncomfortable. You make everybody very uncomfortable. All right, back to this. So, Chief Miller is found face up with Mike on top of him. So if you think about it, whoever did this murder had some amount of shame because they've covered Chief Miller's face with Mike's ass, and Mike is face down, so you can't see his face either. Both men's faces were covered up in that way. So whoever did this murder knew them and had at least enough remorse to where they did not want to look them in the face when they walked out of that room. We believe that Mike Nealey was sitting on the bed and then he was drugged with somebody put opioids in the drink that they were drinking. He drinks it, falls back on the bed, and passes out. Lucky's asking, what did you give him? And there's a fight. The neighbors call, complaining about the noise. Hotel John goes up, and I'm getting this because I read the fucking docket. I read every fucking deposition they took. All of it cover to cover. I read everything. And somebody found out I was going to do that, and he goes, now watch, she'll find every mistake they made. You watch. That's my reputation, not, well, she's just a stupid stripper. She'll fall for anything. That's not my reputation, dumbass. It's not. And you're not the victim. You're in a state where you don't live. You're in a state where you are not invited. You're causing injury after injury after injury to the extent that there has been loss of life. No one cares what you think. No one cares how you feel about getting caught. Why don't you fuck off? Why don't you fuck the hell off? You pay for it when you do it to me, because you're stepping on powerful toes. You have no idea. You don't know me. You don't know who I know. So, but I'll tell you what. This right here has upset me to the point that I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm functional. This is not something that I don't really get depressed. I get pissed. I can't say that I get depressed. I'll cry once in a while about this. Otherwise, I really don't cry. Charles has taken everything I own, literally. Everything I own. I spent Christmas, I did. Whoever talked about it, I spent Christmas in my car by myself. Mr. Perry, you taking everything I own is not something to brag about. Everybody hates you. That's why we can get information at the snap of a finger and nobody will help you. He likes to brag like he brags. Yes, I took everything you have. You have bills. I made you broke. But look at the results of that, sir. Dumb fuck. Put it together in your head. Why are you getting told on all the time? You don't have a date. No woman wants you. You're all alone with your little doll. Like a pathetic little twit. You're all reject. Okay. Nobody's in love with you. You're told on. Everybody's sick of you. So what good did that do you to take everything I have and make me broke? We got intel out of that, bitch. You're just not all there, are you? You have no fucking idea what's happening, do you? Nope. You can tell. The stuff he says is like, it's like Neil. Wow, you're just not getting it. He types that crap in my phone. So he just typed it again in my phone. I took everything you have. Get the fuck out of my phone. When I quote y'all tomorrow, that's why he is not to contact me. He is not to invade my privacy. He is not to take my money. They were kind enough to let me make $16 a day, all day. So when we found out about the car, please take our car away. You pissed off people with some power, sir. $16? Really? Thanks for the tuna. Appreciate it. You just, wow. Why don't women throw themselves at you? You're something. You're a piece of trash. You know that? All right. So, what was I saying? The Hotel John goes up to the hotel room, knocks on the door. Lucky answers the door, but he only opens it enough to see his face. Earlier, Mike had called down to the front desk wanting the remote. He couldn't find it. Hotel John goes up, Mike opens the door wide enough to where he can see both guests, and that both guests are fine. He said Lucky was laying on the bed by the window resting, and Mike was opening the door. So when he goes back up after the noise complaint, he doesn't see Mike. No one knows the condition of Mike at this point because nobody sees him. Guess what else? No one hears him. When Lucky opened the door, he only opened it enough where he could see his face. He said about 6 inches. So who's behind him saying get rid of the guy that he's concealing? He doesn't need to conceal the other registered guests in the room. A drunk guy who's angry isn't quiet. But it was quiet. And he didn't see Mike. All he could see was Lucky's face. Y'all need to quiet down. Okay, fine. I'm trying to get my buddy calmed down. Which buddy? Wasn't Mike. Mike is passed out. They're fighting over it. The murderer and Lucky are fighting over why did you give my friend that made him passed out? Nobody verified his condition at that point. If I was Mike's attorney, that would have been one of the first things I asked Hotel John. Did you see my client? Did you verify his condition? Did you hear him? You ever seen a drunk man quiet? A drunk, angry guy? Have you ever seen him be quiet like that? I haven't. Drunk, angry drunks that are about to beat somebody to death, they're not quiet. They're very mouthy. They're ranting and they're raving. And yet not a peep out of Mike. How is that possible? So he does this, he sends John on his way, and then he gets killed, he gets murdered. And then pulled back into this corner right here, very small corner, where you can't even get a punch off in that corner. They pick Mike up off the bed and throw him on top and leave, thinking both are dead or dying. There's no murder weapon found in the room. If there was a murder weapon used, it didn't get up and walk out of the room by itself. Did it? Alright, so how did opioids get in Mike? Mr. Perry, you answer the question. You're a bigwig. You back the blue or you don't. You did this or you didn't. If you didn't do it, why aren't you helping him? You're always in Oklahoma. Didn't you call them wanting me pulled over all the time? Lucky complained about it. You gave him a forged marriage license. He asked me about it. So, did you do the murder or not? Do you back the blue or not? What about wrongful convictions? I didn't get to testify. You're big on concealment of material facts from the deciding body. I had some pretty compelling material facts, did I not? Either you did that or you didn't to cover up the vandalism. I mean, put up or shut up. You're paying for messing with me in ways you have never had to pay before. Right? I'm getting information nobody has. Right? You've never had a victim solve a murder you committed to cover up what you're doing, have you? But I did. It's different when you do it to me, but it's the same every time you do it. Right? Help him. Go home. Back the blue. Or just admit you're the killer. You did take everything I have because you're trying to force me to lie by economic duress and coercion. So that's not something to brag about, you dumb son of a bitch. How embarrassing. What's it like to live in a world where you're the stupid one and everyone else is smart and you don't lie to people that are smarter than you, and for you that's everybody.
Find Miller on the ground between the bed and the wall. They tell Nealey he was sitting on Miller's chest and Miller's face was beaten. Investigators say the guard told Nealey to get off and ended up pulling Nealey off Miller. They said Nealey then rolled off the bed and fell on his face, busting his nose and lip. Investigators say Miller was unresponsive.
I'm feeling my hands. My hands don't feel.
He picked him up off Chief Miller and threw him face first into the floor. His face bounced off the bed. We treated a policeman dying like that. What in the fuck? That made me livid. I could not. Wow. Don't you have any respect? Don't you fucking have any respect? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. This situation upsets the fuck out of me. Like I said, I don't get depressed. This is just not really my thing, depression. I'm not sure I understand it. I really focus a lot on what I'm thankful for, and I always have something to be thankful for. So there's always something to be thankful for, and that's my focus. And what is the next step? What is the next step in the process of getting these people behind bars so they don't hurt anymore? We slay the dragons. We tell the victims you're safe now. He will never hurt you again. We took your hurt away. That's the goal. Nobody's gotten closer to that goal than me. And yet you go at me. It's funny. I mean, it's so easy. It's not fair. These people are, it didn't get any dumber than them. So, okay, so let's listen to the rest of this.
Don't feel anything, what's he dead from? I don't understand.
I mean, it appears that he's been beaten to death.
Nealey told investigators both he and Miller had been drinking vodka.
Okay, what's missing about that comment right there? I don't feel anything on my hands. Like I would if I hit somebody. So, I don't believe you. And the response to that is, well, it appears he was beat to death. Oh my God, wow. Finger paint cop right there. You got to get the finger paints and the puppets and okay, off Detective Stupid here. We're going to help you figure this out. Since you can't Sherlock this by yourself, we're going to do it for you. What normally would happen is you're pointing out the injuries. Well, see, you're injured here, here, and here, and here, which indicates you were in a fight and you did the beating. But he doesn't do that. He just tells him, well, you guys were drinking. Right? Or he was beat to death. But here's the problem with this. You're accusing Michael of doing that murder. And Michael's saying, but I don't have anything on me that looks like I was in a fight. And by the way, I'm a detective. So, where is the guy saying, look, Michael, see your hands are broken, or your hands are bruised, your face, you can tell you were in a fight, see the injuries on you? That doesn't happen. Normally, that's what would happen because a policeman is going to want to get a confession. A good detective can get a confession, and a good one that can be used in a court of law and stand up against defense attorney's scrutiny or defense attorney's attempts to suppress. So, If you're good at your job, that's what you do. If you suck at your job, then you manufacture crap, or you lie, or you do what he did. It appears he was beat to death. Right, we get that, dumbass. The problem that we're having is that you're not proving probable cause even that Mike did it. Point to us the injuries on him. Detective Fingerpaint, please. Where were the injuries on Mike that indicate he did it? There's gonna be evidence of a crime. It's gonna be there. Your job is to collect it. Point him out. Where are the injuries? If there's not that, you don't even have probable cause to believe that he committed this murder, much less beyond reasonable doubt. So how is it Michael is in jail right now? He was found guilty because his attorney went in and said, oh, he did it with his ass. He's got a magic ass. This is Magic Mike's ass. And the jury went, yeah, I don't think so. But the jury was still not smart enough to go, but it doesn't look like he could have done it. I'm not seeing evidence on him that you would see on a man who was in a drunken brawl and beat somebody to death. So then it looks like you bought a jury. Or you picked the dumbest fucks ever on the planet. I mean, how is that possible? Had I testified for Mike, which you made sure I didn't, because you like concealing material facts from the jury or the deciding body. It's not the first time you've done it. You get caught when you do it to me, because you're stepping on power toes, bitch. You're paying for it now, already. And we're just getting, this is rope-a-dope. This is rope-a-dope. Getting you nice and tired, so when they land the final punch, you're too fucking tired to get up. So, and I'm not shitting you. I'm talking about legal processes here. That's a metaphor. Hey, stupid. I'm using a metaphor. Okay? Get your nurse. So, this right here.
He says the two went to dinner and started watching a football game after that.
Lucky is dead. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Huh.
Nealey faces a second-degree murder charge. Florida jail records show his next court date is in mid-February. Manford City Hall says Nealey resigned from the police department. Amy Slanchik, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.
And you did that. And we don't forgive you. You've done nothing to make it right. You're sorry you got caught. No one cares about that. Nobody cares about that. There's things called outside social norm, deviant conduct that is criminal. That's what this is. You killed the cop. You killed the cop. And his kids will never be the same. You can't get him back. No birthdays, no weddings, no graduations, no when I have a bad day I need to talk to my dad. Gone. All that's gone. And you robbed them of that, and you had no right. You had no right. Do not ask us to feel sorry for you. Everybody hates you. So we get information at the snap of a finger, sir. You are hated. Everybody's sick of you. You came to a state where you are not invited and where you don't live, and you have raped everybody all day, every day, for years. And you can't figure out why people are talking and telling on you. You know, when people get pissed off, they rant. Then they're going to rant to somebody that says, I'm going to put a stop to this. Be patient, because this is rope-a-dope. You just wait. When we do the final punch, the bitch won't get up ever again. He won't bother you guys ever again. That's what this is. What my guy said is, her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You don't rape her. You don't rape her, you sick, twisted piece of shit. Stop raping her. You don't contact her or her family. Don't force yourself on people that don't like you. And you don't take her money anymore. That's not how you treat women. That's not how you treat anybody. Get your hands out of her wallet. And stop taking her steak and giving her canned food. And then go, oh, why don't you like me? I took everything you have. I made you broke. Call me. Let's go on a date. Oh my God. Wow. You get anywhere near me, I have a surprise for you, and that surprise would be your balls will be in your brains. So fast it'll surprise you. You think I can't do it? Watch me. You know that's true because you haven't tried to come near me. You go to people around me, but you've never tried to come near me. So you know I'll beat the fuck out of you. And not think twice about it. TPD knows that too. Because you've been trying to... Can't I just talk to her? No. We don't need a 911 call over that one. Right? Didn't they tell you? Yeah, I don't think so. She said she'll beat the hell out of you. We really don't want to have to deal with that. And they don't. You don't get to impose on everybody, Mr. Perry. It's very different, Charles. You don't impose on people. Don't get some manners. Don't impose on other people. Nobody invited you here. Nobody invited you here. You pay for it already, like you never have had to before. I'm tired of your stupid. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of your dumb. Get it off me. Get it the fuck off. Get a nurse and get it off me. Get it off me. Get off me. Get off me. This right here goes through all the perjury, all the fraud, all the witness tampering, all the coercion. Mickey James, Terry Wagner, David Robertson, Pinto. 4 contacts in the forum state of Oklahoma where you don't live. And nobody asked you to come. Right here. This whole thing. We go through this whole thing. You got something called whack job, delusional erotomania, where you live in a pretend love life. It's not real. And you don't get to impose that on other people. Get a fucking nurse. That's my granddad. He was a chief of police. I was raised by cops. Mike is cop family. We don't leave one behind. We don't leave one behind. Do you understand what I just said? We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. I'm naming your people. Geppetto, your witch. Lucius, Calvin, who's bald and fat. Sonjay, your hacker. Blankenship, Desiree, Lawrence, Andrew, Richard, Dickey, Beverly, Renee, Kate, Ruben, James, Nesbitt. We heard you guys talking. You thought Nesbitt, Ruben, and James were leaks. You know, I mean, we heard you saying it. Who else? Did we forget anybody? Muffin Man. How does she know Betancourt? Oscar. Sam. Sam and Jackie were getting into it the other day. Yeah, what were they fighting about? Okay, you're paying for it already in ways you've not had to pay for it before. Write that down. I'm sick of repeating myself. My granddad's name is on the front door of that police department where he was served as chief. I grew up in the home of an elected official. My family was the power in the town where I grew up. I matter, you don't. He was a county treasurer and a city councilman. He did a affidavit on the alien thing, and he was part of getting those museums in Roswell, put Roswell on the map internationally. I matter, you fucking don't. He was in this magazine for solving a murder. That's my great-granddad. He was a detective. My granddad, when I was a little bitty, he put his hand on me and has never taken it off. I did lobbying. There's my lobbying work. I helped you get elected so cops could get to you easier. That's me with Senator Harry Reid. That's me with Senator John Ensign. That's me with Rick Perry and my kids. Those are my boys. There's me with Rick Perry. There's me with Congressman Nugbauer and my son Tristan. There's me with Sheriff Gutierrez, Ruth Schumeyer, and we're at a Republican Women's something, Christmas something. This is Brandon, my son, Tristan's dad, and Little John. They're best friends. They took their boys bowling one day. See, we've been around a lot of famous people. I've never met Little John actually personally. I don't care. I've met other famous people. And that's really none of your business, is it? Doesn't concern you at all. So there's this whole thing on your problem with delusional erotomania and you're a wannabe. I wish I mattered. Yeah, you don't. Everybody hates you for what you've put me and Mike through in our families and the Miller family. You don't take a life and go, you guys just be okay with that. We're not okay with it. Mike Nealey, you wouldn't take everything I have and make me broke to try to force me to lie. Economic coercion. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. You're trying to traffic me, so I'll shut up. Guess what? I assert my right to equal protection in the application of the laws intended to protect me from bitches like you. Voyeurism, stalking, hacking, sex trafficking, human trafficking, coercion, witness tampering. Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513. Right? Prevent and delay by physical force the reporting of a crime. Perjury after perjury by either flat out lying. Where's the political vendetta, sir? What's the issue? Where's the evidence of it? Did you imagine it in your delusion with your Huntington's disease problem? Or did you just bold-faced lie? Please do tell us. Which one is it? Yeah. Okay. Now he's quiet. Now all of a sudden he's quiet. This is Pinto. He'll pay you $5,000 to be creeped out by him. I recorded him. This was at my work. See, you need to go to work to eat and pay bills and shit. But if somebody's threatening false arrest or death, or I'm going to take your car every time you walk out your front door, then you don't want to, you either can't go to work or you don't want to go to work. You're kind of scared. There's times where I can deal with the fear. There's other times where I need to stay home and decompress. Because you're terrorizing me 24/7 in a way that's illegal. Right here. This is a contact in the foreign state of Oklahoma where I live. They come where I am, to my work. Right? Where's the fucking solicitation of prostitution? I think it's back here somewhere. Okay, so 2 hours. You can be creeped out and make $5,000. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Ew. $5,000. I'm like, yeah, no. Ugh. I won't be around him at all I wouldn't be around him for a minute for $5,000. Get out of here. Why are you coming to my work? I paid Joe Chadwick $5,000. A no-show fines for all the missed work, plus income loss. You're paying in ways you haven't had to before. Yeah, you're just not smart enough to get there in your head fast enough. Okay, this is my shrink. Again, recording. It's very brief. I'm like, what combination of words do I use to get the bitch to leave me alone? And she goes, well, you want to ignore as much as you can. But what you've got with problems with Mr. Perry, with Charles, right here. Hey, or something, ignore. But the problem is that they can escalate more than you can ignore. Murder in the first of a cop is part of that. False arrest, we're going to take your car, I'll take everything you have, I'll make you broke until you lie. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts with intent to coerce. You're in a lot of trouble. What day are they going to arrest you? We're not doing this because we're bored. We're doing it to put you in jail, sir. You're not all there, are you? See right here? And I'm like, yeah, he put me in jail. He was threatening that. McNamara email I just showed everybody. We got it before you did it, sir. You're paying for this in ways you have never had to do before. You're just not smart. This right here, we document everything on the blog. They got a grand jury. Look at this. She's supposed to be in jail, not able to talk about all this. Trying to get my car. Yep. Look at that. On the 23rd, they had a grand jury. Try to put me back in jail, so I'll shut up. There's a thing called retaliation. Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513, and all state laws that apply to witness tampering, victim tampering, harassment. Yep, I assert the right to that. And here's our disclaimer where I say that right here, see? And this right here is what talks about using a woman's phone illegally to track her whereabouts. Or use a DoorDash app to have my buddy that lives on 41st Street order so she can drive down 41st Street, and about the time she gets to Sheridan, we'll have her pulled over. Right? And this right here is what police are supposed to do with stalking reports. Not give it right to the offender who can obstruct justice, destroy your evidence, and then go kill a cop. And then frame another one. In the same way he tried to kill you. Yeah. Alright, these are my communications to my friends in 2011. Mr. Perry's driving up behind my house, watching me in my backyard. I may have to move. Not what you need to do to pass law in Texas, sir. See? All of that is over stalking. Has nothing at all to do with Mr. Perry's legislative positions. He's in a district that's one of the smallest in the state, and it's 86% Republican. Those people are going to require somebody who votes pro-life, pro-protection of marriage being between a man and a woman, pro-gun rights, probably very strong on immigration. So Mr. Perry is probably all that. I've always been a Republican, and so pretty much that's where I am. I don't agree that the wall is the answer. I agree on tough immigration within reason. I believe the whole thing needs to be revamped to where it's a little more reasonable for people to get in this country, but we don't need to be letting criminals in this country. But I do believe that putting a wall up is a waste of money. They're building tunnels. I mean, come on, we got to find something that actually works. My opinion is not always that, no, we shouldn't do this. This is the goal. It's a conservative belief system. It's just the way we get there is sometimes where I vary a little bit. But there was no wall discussions when I left in 2013. There was no conversations about a wall that I remember. I think that came up with Trump. I'm already in Oklahoma at that point. So I'm not against immigration laws. They keep the bad guys out and let families in. And come here. I mean, come here and be Americans with us. We like that. We really like that. I dated a Pakistani man for 4 years. I'm all about immigration being, but here's the thing. He was a Pakistani who wasn't a terrorist. If he was a terrorist, I wouldn't want him here. If he was sex trafficking, I wouldn't want him here. If he was human trafficking, I wouldn't want him here. But he didn't do any of that. He's a nice guy. He treated me better than, but for my husband, he treated me better than anybody I've ever dated. So he was very good to me. Very fun to be around. Very intelligent man. So, okay, and Mr. Perry's come into restaurants. Mr. Perry's the criminal, right? None of this is about his issues politically or his legislative duties. Do you even know what your legislative duties are? It's not pulling up behind my house. It's not, sending a Pinto to offer me $5,000 for a night of being creeped out. Is it? Threatening me with false arrest every day. He got into my apartment, right? I'm on a date with my friend Daryl, which at that point, we were kind of starting to be a little bit more than friends. I come home, and there's some kind of liquid all over my counter. I open the counter, and this on the left is the vitamin bottle. There was a hole eaten through the plywood, and it melted the bottom of the vitamins. This on the right is the new one I showed so you can compare side by side. I'd call Lubbock Police. Lubbock Police is like, well, we can't do anything. There's no sign of forced entry. Get up with the times, man. Bump keys, locksmiths, pay the maintenance guy a little something for the key. There's a lot of ways criminals get in somebody's home. It's illegal entry. Doesn't mean they got to bust the door down. Be a cop, damn it. Everybody knows I'm raised by 4 generations of police. I fucking hate stupid cops. Can't stand it. You got to keep up with me. I'm not slowing down for you. You better know what I know. Okay, so what does this say? 2014. This email that was forwarded to Michael Quinn Sullivan, see, it says show more. That means there's more. Was about Fabian. Charles was butting in between me and Fabian. Not part of your legislative duties, is it, dumb fuck? Yeah, but you went into court and said, you gotta pull the right one up here. You went into court and said She filed a false police report in retaliation for my job as a senator. I don't even live in Texas. There was a big old long conversation about jurisdiction. That girl spent Christmas in a Walmart parking lot in her car, all by herself, to not have to go to Texas. Right? Charles told her he's going to starve her until she lies, take everything she has, or she can go to Texas. Well, she's not going to Texas. There's no purposeful availment here. There's no benefit derived. There's no jurisdiction that Texas would have over her. Charles is in Oklahoma and they can't get him to leave. And all the crime is happening in Oklahoma where she is. So, I'm going to show you obstruction of justice right here. By law, you have to file a police report when you want a protective order. See? You must file a police report. Last sentence. You must file a report with law enforcement to get a protective order. If somebody's threatening you with death and false arrest, you need one. Don't you think? Every fucking day. I'm going to starve you till you lie. I'm going to put you back in jail till you lie. I'm going to make you sign my lie affidavit. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to get you kicked out of your home. And we always find out before. You're going to be trafficked, like it or not. No, I'm not. No, you get near me, I'll beat the fuck out of you. I don't care who you are. If you try to kidnap me, I'll fight you as hard as I can until I'm dead. What is that? Give me liberty or give me death? Some of us you just piss off. Right? Your guy said when he pesters Cindy and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're making all these plans and they're not working out. We've never had one with this much longevity. How do I know you said that? How do I know you said that? You're paying for it in ways you have never had to pay for it before. This is rope-a-dope, fucktard. Okay, there's my first attempt. I forgot to bring the police report with me, so number 2 says, you're denied because you weren't in compliance with this law right here. So you already knew you have to have a police report. So I'm getting fucking... Let me make this easier here. Okay, so I'm getting... This is the McNamara email. It's in October 2015. He's threatening me with false arrest. This right here, it's dated January 4th. And I'm telling David, it's not going to vindicate him to throw me in jail or kill me. That's going to prove he's doing exactly what I say he's doing. But, you know, Mr. Perry's not all there, so he didn't get that. So I file a police report on the 21st, see? Right here. Because I'm getting death threats. I get arrested on the 29th. There's no proper collection of my evidence. TPD never collected my evidence. To this day, they've not collected it. Nope. Not how we do policing, TPD. They call me on the 15th of February. I'm arrested on the 29th. He obstructed justice and interfered with the chain of custody of evidence, and I suffered the degradation and loss of my evidence as a result. And he did it on a perjured statement. There has to be probable cause. Here we go again with the same MO. Right? The same MO. Where's the evidence of a political vendetta that would lead one to believe that there was retaliation over your job? Show us text, show us email, show us something. And what was the issue? I don't even know. So, here we are 9 years later, he still has nothing. Did you lie or did you imagine it? Your political vendetta. You have Huntington's disease. It causes delusion, paranoia, psychosis, and impaired cognitive reasoning and hallucinations. Did you hallucinate? Or did you just lie? Is it a perjury or what is it? Number 2, they needed to show they collected the evidence, they did an investigation, and the evidence showed that it was a false police report, and they hadn't even collected evidence yet. It had only been a week. He obstructed justice, and I lost my evidence of attempted murder. That's 2 of us. Michael was given Narcan for drug overdose. You need to have a blood test while he's unconscious and in respiratory distress so that we can find out what does his blood look like while he's in that condition. Once he's given Narcan, he comes to. Now that changes the chemical composition of his blood. We'll never know. Yeah, so both of us suffered Brady, rule violations, and concealment of material fact from the deciding body. So they come to me and want me to lie. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Fuck you. I just lost my house. You smeared my name and my reputation. So I'm not going to lie. Here's what I'll do, though. I'll stay quiet. I just won't say anything at all, but I have one caveat. You don't contact me again. Don't contact me again. Ever. He agrees to that. He admits guilt and agrees to stop. And so, in the bond conditions, it says, Mr. Perry will never contact her. These are my bond conditions, and a state senator from Texas is not to contact me. And he violated that the second I got home. So I sued him for breach of contract. And they make a phone call. Again, no decision is made on merit, where evidence is presented before a jury and witnesses, and Mr. Perry overcame all that. Mr. Perry went in by himself in an ex parte backroom deal hearing where I'm not there. The burden of proof is on me, and they made sure I wasn't there. He played Candyland against himself and beat him, and then runs around telling everybody, I won. No, sir, you did not. You cheated. You played Candyland against you, and you beat you. There's been no trial on merit. You've not overcome fuck. You didn't win shit. You robbed me of a fair hearing and a fair trial. And a jury decision based on fair evidence, witnesses, and you overcame it. You robbed me of that opportunity. And that really made everybody ape shit on you. You stepped on power toes. And you're seeing things happen you've not seen before. You're paying for it in ways you never had to pay for it before in your life. Yeah, you're just not all there. Lucky Miller saw this and he said, I've seen bond conditions before. That's not what this is. This is a cover-up negotiation. That's what this is. And you breached it. They call in a dismissal, it gets dismissed. There's never a decision made on whether or not this constitutes a contract and is the contract binding to Charles Perry. There was a quid pro quo, Matt. I swear to God, if you lie one more time, you're going to wish you hadn't met me or heard of me. I'd actually never met Matt. You're going to wish you had never heard of me. Do not lie anymore. There was a quid pro quo. Okay? Get your bitch friend off me, please. Okay, so then there's the dismissal. It was an act of intimidation, and that's all that was. Then while I'm there, every inmate in the fucking jail tells me he's gonna send you home and make you think he'll leave you alone, like with bond conditions that are bullshit. Lie after lie after lie in a courtroom. He told Judge Darnell you'd leave me alone, didn't you? You perpetrated a deception upon a court intentionally, willfully, or by concealment, over and over and over. And we are letting that stuck up in the public record. Just for you. Because law enforcement from anywhere can look at it and see it. And so can a prosecutor. Can look at that and go, this was illegal as it gets. This is corruption at its finest. I hope they get that piece of shit. If there's anything we can do to help, let us know. We hear it a lot. People do not like you. They like us. So, they're telling me he's going to harass the crap out of you. And then when you say he's harassing you, he's going to say you're harassing. When you tell on him, he's going to say you're harassing him. He's going to lie. So we documented that. His attorney asked me for emails that I type up that are like this right here. Like the McNamara email, so I send them to him. He goes into court and tells the judge she's harassing my client. Well, you asked for the emails, dumbass. So now we start checking into Judge Cummings. Turns out they went duck hunting with Judge Cummings. Charles did. The defendants went duck hunting with the judge. Yeah, you're going to be in some trouble for that. The shit has not hit the fan yet on that one. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near you. These the text in question. Mr. Robertson admits to arsenic poisoning. Did you give me arsenic and or phenobarbital? Yes. I'm telling him. A bunch of people are talking to me about corrupt cops around here. I don't want to know about that. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come into town to clean up, mop up. I want to be left alone. I came here to be left the fuck alone. That's pretty much what I'm telling him. Whatever happened before, whatever corruption's going on, I don't want to know anything about it. I didn't come here to pick a fight. But you guys are sure picking one with me. When you pick one with me, you're stepping on some powerful toes. You're seeing things happen you've not seen before. I'm not getting it. Now here I'm lying to them. What they were trying to do was get me to file that police report. And I knew that. So I'm basically trying to say, I'm not giving him another court for venue. We're not doing that again. I did my best to file the police report without them knowing anything about it. By saying this right here. They were baiting me to file that report, already planning what they were going to do. They knew I had to file a police report to get a protective order. So I'm trying to mislead him and say, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going for it. Planning to go file a report, just not tell them about it. Ends up, somebody at TPD, we believe Richard, gave it to him. It's supposed to be private and confidential. Watch the Connecting the Dots video. They'll tell you what's supposed to happen when you file a police report on stalking. You don't give it to the offender. We have a dead cop because they did. And an almost dead framed one. If you didn't kill Chief Miller, you don't care if Mike goes home. You'll do anything you can to help him go home. We can all see you didn't do it. Couldn't have. Either you back the blue or you don't. You did the murder to cover up the car vandalism. They were also talking about Jeff Epstein. Another part of the court record of the evidence submitted was a video of those two talking about the Jeff Epstein case, which they had just landed on their desk when I filed that vandalism report. Lucky was looking into a whole lot of shit, and you didn't like that. Lucky you like to go big. I'm telling him. What I want him to do is go on with his life and leave me the fuck alone. He's popular. You guys keep pushing me to recant. I don't want to recant. I'm not recanting my court testimony. You're tampering with a witness and a victim. That's illegal, bitch. I'm not changing my story. I'm not doing it. Get over it and go fly a kite. It's not hurting him politically. He's wildly popular. Why are you bothering me with this? What I asked is to be left alone. Yep. Okay. What is this? Yeah, this is about the passport. This morning they were recorded on the 5th, June 5th, the morning of June 5th. Yesterday they were recorded talking about it. I have help. I'm telling David. David says, we're talking about me being drugged. Are you going to kidnap me? Constantly being threatened with kidnapping. And death. Let your life fade away. I showed this to the manager at Lady Godiva's. He goes, at least he's poetic about his death threats. Oh my God. Gee, thanks for, depraved indifference to human life. I'm telling him I just want this to be over without death and deception and destruction. He completely leaves out the deception. I can't promise it won't end up without death and destruction. We did threaten you that if you don't recant your claims, we're going to put you in the lake. There's the Mike Nealey email. Like, how kids born when this was written, when this was sent about your threats of false arrest several months before you did it. You did the same thing to me you did to Mike. You poison us, we don't die, you do a false arrest. You do a perjured statement in court. You conceal material facts from the deciding body. Right? Or you just bold-faced lie. We're waiting on clarification. Where's the political vendetta? What's the issue? Where's the emails and texts and tweets about it? Did you imagine it or did you just lie? There was no police investigation or proper collection of my evidence. There was no blood test to see if I had arsenic, confirm it or rule it out. You made sure there wasn't a test. I sat in jail for 2 months. Well, all that worked its way out of my system. You made sure there was no test. If you hadn't poisoned me, you would have made sure there was a test so you could show that to the media and do your little drama queen. I'm a victim, see? She lied. We had her tested. There's no arsenic. There's nothing. You made sure there was no test because you knew there was arsenic in me. You knew there was. Yep, you'll get in front of a camera every chance you can get and play the victim. So for you not to do that, you knew if they tested me, they would show up arsenic. Yep. These were to Fabian on the night that David came in, because we talked about Fabian, October 12th, 2015. He goes, why don't you like Charles? There's nothing to like about weirdo Charles. Creepy Chucky. Tell him to leave me alone. He says, I go, he's weird. He's married. He's weird. He's weird. He's very cruel. He's weird. I don't like him. And then there's that whole Fabian thing. He's a butt-in. Love isn't love to you. Give it away. If it comes back to you, it was yours. If it doesn't, it was never yours. I mean, if somebody truly loves you, they want you to be happy even if it's not with them. This was not about that, though. Everybody knows that. You think you're bait. You're delusional and you think you're bait. It's about trafficking a person. You want money. I'll starve her until she lies. You're after the lie. Because I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. Even if that means he supports my career. You don't take my steak and give me canned food and think you're going to get a date with me. You don't rape me and rob my privacy and think you're going to get a date with me. You don't kill a cop trying to help me and think you're going to get a date with me. You don't take everything I have in my car and ruin my life and fuck with my family and think you're going to get a date with me. You don't cross boundaries and think you're going to get a date with me. I said, I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. And Mr. Perry's running around, I'm going to starve you till you lie. Yeah, because you're after the lie. This is not about a date, even for you. You don't try to attract me, you're trying to make me want to hit you. I don't date a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. There's no taking my steak and giving me canned food. It's just not, I don't date people like that. You're a turnoff. I don't date men unless they're out working hard, making the world a better place. I don't date some cruel sadist who's trying to ruin people. It's just never going to happen. You're not what I want. You're not even close. And, okay, so David says, well, Fabian doesn't want you. And I go, yeah, Charles isn't his spokesperson, nor are you. I'll hear that straight from Fabian. He's had plenty of opportunities to tell me that himself, and he never did. So, fuck you. Oh, okay, well, he just wants to fuck you. Yep, well, then let us fucking quit, butting in and be a nosy. Little Connie Curry nosy body. Actually, he and Charles fought over you for months. Yep, it's not a decision between him and Charles. It's a decision I make, who I want. And it'll never be Charles. It'll never be Charles. Charles is a little wannabe pathetic. He's a little reject. It'll never be him. You don't do the things to me. You don't do the things to me that he has done and think he's going to get a date. He doesn't know. He can't figure out how to get women to like him or what. Not doing what he does. So I choose Fabian. Fabian wins. And so I'm texting Fabian and asking him about it. I did call Fabian. He tells me, call me back. I get off work at 3:30. Call me back. Then I call him back, and you guys, what, threatened him or something? Else he wouldn't answer the phone. Did you tell him he couldn't talk to me? You do that to my family. You can't talk to her. Yeah, they can, actually. It's none of your business. But in Bertha, you need to get a life. What does Jacqueline think about all this? So we get this one today, because when you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you take my money, you're seeing things happen you've not seen before. You're paying for it in ways you've never had to pay for before. All that money you paid for a cover-up got us intel. You chase that lie, we get the truth. It's been that way since McNamara email. Kids born when that email was sent are about to hit junior high right now. Okay, so this was over the civil court fraud, Mr. Perry, and how many times you lied and you have no credibility because you didn't win anything on merit. There was no trial on merit. You obstructed that. Yeah, you played Candyland against you. You beat you. You didn't beat me. I wasn't in the courtroom. So, I'm going to just show that like that. You wanted to get a passport today. This is what this guy said. The fact that girl would rather spend Christmas in her car in a Walmart parking lot than have a thing to do with Charles Perry or Texas is enough to say she's not availed herself to the jurisdiction of Texas. I didn't even call my ex-husband and say, can I spend Christmas at your house? Nope. I sat in a Walmart parking lot by myself in my car. You told my family they weren't allowed to contact me at all, and they didn't. So I didn't hear from my family at all. That's the first year that's ever happened. We always at least text or call each other, even during COVID. There was COVID, where I couldn't go to their house. We always have Christmas at our families together as a family. And you fucked that up. And then COVID fucked that up. But we at least texted each other. But you told them, I'm trying to starve her and coerce her to be trafficked and to lie. So you're not allowed to call her on Christmas. We want it to be the shittiest day ever. Then she'll call me. Then she'll like me. And everybody's like, wow, what a whack job. That's not how you get women to like you. It's how you get told on. I believe I probably typed up what y'all said all day Christmas too. Yeah, you didn't get a date. You won't get a date with me. So we put that out. But this one is all about jurisdiction here, and your fraud upon a fraud upon a fraud after in court. He didn't win on merit. He doesn't have credibility in my mind. He had a backroom meeting with the judge, and all of a sudden everything's gone. He robbed her, and robbed her, and robbed her, and he thinks we're all supposed to like him. Yeah, we don't. So here's this. Texas has no jurisdiction. There's a big, long conversation. She's not derived any benefit. For 9 years, she's lived in Oklahoma. She won't go to Texas, even if it means she has to sleep in her fucking car and not eat, because Charles is trying to starve her into it. Right? Economic coercion. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. You got human rights violations problems. That's what got this open to begin with, sir. Yeah, you're a dum-dum. Then we got, call your attorney and tell him I called you a dum-dum and a dumb fuck and a fucktard and whatever else I call it. And poor you. See if he'll get you a tissue. You're something. You'll blow people's lives up, and then they go, he blew my life up. I lost everything I have. He smeared me everywhere. I got that fucktard, that bitch, and that's the crime. Wow, okay. Why didn't you grow a pair of balls and act like a dude once in a while? Somebody told you that. You can dish it out, but you can't take it. And I don't want any part of that. Right? You don't beat down women, and then they call you a name, and that's the crime? I don't think so. So was that lucky? See, I'm not told who I'm listening to. When you contact me, we always get stuff like this. You're paying for it in ways you have never had to pay for it before. When you take my money, we get more. Sir, we're getting this to put you in jail so you can't hurt people anymore. And we can tell your victims you're safe now. Can you keep up with me? I'm not slowing down for you. Look at that. He would look you right in the eye and lie to you about the color of your hair. That's how bad he is with lying. This right here, you're just the butt in. I got this in jail. You're stepping on power toes, bitch. You look at that. You don't have a Fabian puzzle. You don't even have a Fabian. Yeah, it's his name on that puzzle, not yours. It's sad, and you cause fear and sadness. And stress and anxiety, and everybody's sick of feeling that way. You didn't come to Oklahoma and be a ray of sunshine and make everybody's life good. Everything's a mess. Everything's a thing. Everything's an ordeal. Everything's miserable. Everything's hard. Everything's stressful when you come around. You're creeping everybody out. The guy's like, it's too weird talking to him. It's very uncomfortable to talk to the guy. He's creepy as fuck. It's like talking to a 10-year-old brat who got some porn and you can't tear him away from it. Like arguing with him to put your porn down and go to school, dude. He won't get off his ass and go work. Where he lives in Lubbock and go be with his family. Go home to your family. Do what she did. Don't claim you're being harassed when you're in a state where you don't live and nobody wants you there. And, you're not being harassed. You're ruining people's lives up there. And they don't like you for that. When you do something illegal, people don't like it when you do that. You dumb son of a bitch. So they give that to me in jail. Okay? So we're quoting you. We're naming your people. They got me that in jail. You're stepping on power toes. And you're just, it's been this way since forever. And you're just like, duh. You don't know what's happening. And everybody's like, why the fuck does he think she cares what he thinks? Was he asked? No, he wasn't asked. Nobody understands why you think I care what you think. Nobody understands why you think I would help you. Nobody, like, it doesn't even make sense. And you got a lot of nerve to ask me who leaked. Oh my God, fuck you. I'm not told that, and I wouldn't help you if I was told that. We don't want you to go away. Just get the fuck out. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Why do you gotta bother everybody all the time? So those texts TPD never collected. Never. Okay, so several classes in my criminal justice college, we've had to read these. This is Law Enforcement Code of Ethics, TPD. When's the last time any of you guys read these? I won't give up confidentiality and personal information. Richard. Like a police report right to the offender who then kills a cop from Oklahoma. Either you killed him and you're going to attack witnesses and try to make people intimidate witnesses, right? Try to make me recant my claims, my story. Should I lie that I knew Mike was drugged before, or that it was confirmed after by first responders, after I already said it? Stop with that. Stop. And, try to get my passport by a forged document and ship me over somewhere where I have to shut up. You're already caught on this. I mean, you don't know what my guys will do. I'm not in the room. I can't get the information. Somebody else is doing that. Yeah, somebody told you that. She's not in the room with you. So how is it getting from you to her? Until you can explain how that's happening, you can't say whether it's legal or not, dumbass. Stop running around acting like the victim, because you got told on. That means there's something to tell. That means you're a criminal, exactly like she says. Prove that or not. Looking at her bank account, looking at Mike's case, I think she's telling the truth, and you're as wicked as she says. And I hope they get your ass. That guy said behind your back. I hope they get his ass. He's a bitch. Nothing more pathetic than a bitch who can't move on and acts like he's the victim every time he blows a life up. Yeah, we don't feel sorry for you. Nobody feels sorry for you. So, Richard and TPD, read these. You took an oath. You swore an oath to uphold the law. Duty to intervene. You heard of that? I looked it up. I read about it. I know exactly what it says. Okay? I'm not going to get into details of that right now because there's a court case for traffic pending that I may or may not assert that, depending. Haven't decided yet strategically whether it applies. It's going to depend on something, whether it even applies. But my police report being sent to the offender, that did apply. And you didn't follow the duty to intervene. In that situation, it applied. Didn't it? Okay. Fail. Police fail. Big time. Job in law enforcement. Don't you care about your reputation? Your name is on your work. Your name, your reputation, your legacy is on your work. Have some pride in it already. Charles, don't contact me again. I don't care what you think. Nobody understands why you think I do. Again, he's typing in my phone. Wow. So when I quote you guys again tomorrow, it's because the guy never shuts up. Get out of my fucking phone. Get out of it. Get the fuck away from me. Rapist. Rejected fail. Too stupid to figure out how to just move on like everybody else. If you have power, go find a date. Go fucking find a woman that likes weird shit like you. Go to Vegas. There's got to be one there. Some of these women that write prisoners, find one of them. Amanda, doesn't she have a boyfriend in prison? You're exactly what she likes. She likes bad, cop killers. You're perfect for her. Okay, so, where is it? Right here, Richard. As a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, like my car, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression and intimidation, and the peaceful against violence and disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all to life, to liberty, equality, and justice. Equality. There's no place for gender discrimination, TPD. You don't pull people over. Here, let's hack or dash her app and go get her down 41st and have a guy pull her over. Or a memorial in 21st. Okay? Don't do it. Don't fucking do it anymore. I mean, why are police from somewhere else having to keep me alive and tell me don't go to work tonight or do go to work tonight? Why is it taking cops from somewhere else? I mean, that's appalling. They don't talk to y'all. They don't trust you because you gave my police report to the offender and you haven't helped me at all. With Mike, you sat there and watched me starve too and you didn't do shit. And you should have. Because Mr. Perry's trying to intimidate and coerce. Who runs the fucking police department? David Robertson? How long has that been going on? You think people weren't pissed off before I got here? I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come in town to mop up. I came in town to be left alone. And moved twice, started my life all over again, completely changed my career. I was in government reform. I helped Mr. Perry get elected. I spent my days across the desk from judges and governors and federally elected officials. Not in a fucking strip club. But since I was in a strip club, I caught money laundering, I caught prostitution, I caught drug trafficking. Where were you? Where were you? Worried about my registration of my car's a little late. Ooh. Or I took my shoes off during a lap dance so I wouldn't poke a hole in the furniture. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So there's that. When you guys get in the mood to do your job as cops, as a law enforcement officer, why don't you call me? Okay? When you can keep up with me and I don't have to slow down for you and get my fingerprints and shit out for you and do these damn podcasts where I have to go through each little thing and do, here's how you figure this out, then you call me. Just, do your fucking job. Whatever Mr. Perry or Mr. Robertson has done here, you might help our guys move things along faster if you get the bad guy that's in your town. Instead of, here, the bad guy, here's her police report. Now go obstruct justice and interfere with the chain of custody of evidence, and we'll pull her over as many chances as we can get. We got a list. We're going to conceal the list from the deciding body, actually, is what we're going to do. Same thing. Here we go again with the copy-paste of the Brady violations and concealment of material fact. It's perjury. It's fucking perjury. I assert my right to equal protection. There's no place for gender discrimination anymore. Not in this generation. Not in this day and age. Your legacy is built day by day by day by day. Your kids have to live with it long after you're gone. Did you want them to make excuses for you, or did you want them to brag about you? Because it's going to be one or the other. That's just the way it is. Charles Perry, fuck the hell off. Rapist, get away from me. Don't fucking bother my family anymore. Don't bother me. Go work or something. Go home to your family. Go home to your family. Nobody's bothering you. You're getting caught bothering me. You've not lost a thing. But you're hated. Everybody fucking sick of you.
I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone.